Welcome everyone to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Razorbacks will kick it away to start us off. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for the big return there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 28. So South Carolina's offense will have the opening possession of the game. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Guys, let's chat just for a second about South Carolina. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive line. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Trying to surprise him with the pass. Moving out to the right. He'll pull it down and run. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line. And the Gamecocks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for a crease, it's Allen. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Give to the big fullback. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
One of the coolest things I love about football is the strategy. Like, first drive, what are they going to line up in? What are they going to try to take advantage of? How are they going to attack us? And so far, this offense has had some success. This defense now getting in their territory. They need to figure out some answers to some of these questions.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
This opening drive, methodical, efficient. They'll snap it for the 9th time on 3rd and short. Fires to the tight end. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. Shakes off the defender. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously,
and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. So Arkansas's offense will go to work for the first time today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the pass game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Jackson will throw. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this.
Turning on the Jets. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Arkansas. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. Extra point here will tie the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Fires on the move. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. With the catch, it's Black. At midfield, he's got more. Flying down the right side. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Took a shot as he threw. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job of containing by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Jackson gonna throw it. Snags it over the middle. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The Hogs getting it done through the air, evoking memories of Ryan Mallett.
And that's what the fans of Arkansas want to see. They've always got that physical ground game. They always want to have a little bit of balance, and when they get that balance, they get that offense cooking, they get everybody pretty excited. You might even get a woo, pig song.
And the Razorbacks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give on the option. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
To the ground with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because in the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Finding open areas. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29. The Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Braswell. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. And the Razorbacks started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Rides to back and leaves it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Jackson will throw. Under fire. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down. Here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Handoff from the gun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
They'll run play action. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Jackson gonna throw it. Unleashes one. And wings it incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. They get to him as he throws. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. This drive will open from the 15. Looking for a gap. It's Allen. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the gun, running back on the move. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. First play of the period will be a second down. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Got the first down. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put them down and go get first downs, but I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out, and you could tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
It falls incomplete. How about the trickeration on first down that just goes awry? So now it's second and long. Back to pass. He's going to run it. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Obviously, this quarterback is a huge part of their rushing attack, and you've seen that early in this game. He's been very, very productive running the ball. Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes it's on scrambles like what you just saw. But with his speed, he makes it so difficult on a defense.
Looking to throw on first down. Complete to the left. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. And the Gamecocks didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get them on the ground quickly.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Wants to go up top. Wide out trying to get it in. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. So they've got the lead. They can make it a 2-score game with a chip shot field goal, but instead, the offense is out there on 4th down. And as he throws, can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop. They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Running to the left. Couldn't fight his way out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety. And they'll set up with a free kick from their own 20.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Holstein. He slings it deep to the left. Makes a grab on the shot. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, South Carolina. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the returner will be knocked down. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and...
Oh, he's got some space. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Platt. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. The Razorbacks in a good spot here with second and short. Fires to the big fella. Got room at the 35. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Line getting set on second down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Got the first down and still on his feet. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. And the Razorbacks come to the line in the hurry-up.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. Here's the thing. You better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on second and 10. Jackson will throw. Unloads to the wide out. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. Looking for the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bringing it back.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Fires to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Behind the chains now on second and long. Now the play fake. Finds his man, it's Allen. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. It'll be third and long. To the air, it's Holstein. Got it in the middle, it's Allen. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Wants to throw again. through the middle. It's Clark. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
All right, defense. It ain't working. Right? They're stringing together several first downs here. But we're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
To the air on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, first and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find.
Touchdown, Gamecocks! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Jackson gonna throw it. Fires to the middle. Got his man all by himself. And he's brought down after making the big catch, but not before he picks up more than 40. The Razorbacks will hustle to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Platt. It's amazing how fluid and potent an offense can seem when you get a great pickup on first down, and the tight end's a terrific place to go.
Tight ends nowadays are kind of like cheat codes. I mean, they just know so much about right here. Seeing zone, know when to sit it down, boom, positive yards, nice positive play for this offense.
And the Razorbacks will line it up on first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. There's the pressure. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. One more snap coming before halftime. Direct snap. Quarterback floating away from pressure. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Men, it is hard to beat Columbia when that town is buzzing as it is today.
The Gamecocks will kick it off to start the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They'll start this third quarter with a run. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Jackson will throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the catch. It's Braswell. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Give to the running back. Look out, he's got room. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to it. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? The Razorbacks headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Razorbacks send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. The give to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going.
And the ball is free on the pitch. He's loose down the left side. Defense picks it up. Touchdown, Razorbacks. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. I know they've put up really good numbers on offense, but, David, they're starting to feel a little game pressure right now. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
There's an example of a dude getting beat one-on-one with his quarterback getting closer and closer to his end zone, man. That's scary.
He wants to change this route. Looking downfield, it's Holstein. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's the problem when you get in 2nd and forever. The defense knows. They make you one-dimensional. They know you're going to take shots down the field. They stay deep. They break on the football, and they take advantage of the opportunity.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Fires deep toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. Offense gets set for 2nd down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now Now facing a 3rd and long. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. And the Gamecocks decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A low line drive and not his best work. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got enough for the 1st down. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. So they picked up that last 1st down on the ground, now with a fresh set of downs. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Jackson gonna throw it. Takes a hit as he fires. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. The Razorbacks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Grab behind the line. It's flat. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I love defenses that can tackle the catch. Right away, they're not giving up any yak. As soon as that player has the ball, he goes down now.
Makes the grab. It's Stone. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Absolutely perfect. That gets them back to within 10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. On the ground, it's Allen. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun to give, looking for room.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm.
He lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. And the Razorbacks will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Let's see what he can do with it. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
The play action fake. Bringing the heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Quickly to the tight end. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Final stanza. To the air, it's Holstein. Looking for his man. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Catch in the middle. It's Black. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, he leads it with the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Finds him out of the backfield. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Good right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger. And And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Alabama is on the short side of things right now, but like the days of Tua and Devontae Smith in the 2018 title game, do not rule out a comeback. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Texas A&M. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit, too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
This defense right now is pinning their ears back with a huge lead in the fourth quarter. You're seeing that coming off the edge. They're not even respecting run because they don't have to. They know that this opponent is going to throw the football. They're taking wider splits. They're getting up the field. They're using their speed, and that time tracking the quarterback down for a big sack.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And that decision will be questioned for a while. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown Gamecocks! They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself...
Oh, he dropped it! Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
You know, oftentimes when... conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it, and I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. They'll give it to him again. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the fourth quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game, being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
And the Gamecocks are threatening on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man quickly. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
I think they tried to slip it to that tight end really quickly and get him the football and create some space and maybe try to make a play, but the defense said no, there is nowhere to go. Defense actually gets him for a loss.
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. To throw, it's Holstein. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough. And now the offense faces 3rd and goal. From the gun. Give on the inside. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Already 1 for 1 on field goals today. He'll try to make it 2 for 2 from 22. And this one splits the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on in.
The Razorbacks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better, right, Paul? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
The Gamecocks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's 1st down. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. He's up to 90 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, South Carolina. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the... Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Trying play action. Going back to the well, another deep ball. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Jackson will throw. They've got the screen set up. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Takes a handoff. It's Peterson. Turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Razorbacks are flying down the field. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. On first down from the 13-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Caught in the backfield is Peterson. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. On the option. He'll toss it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Throws to the wideout. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he made the extra point without problem. He's able to grab the... Oh, it's loose! Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Jackson gonna throw it. Pressure coming. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds. They'll give it to the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. And the Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. On the run, it's Harris. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Wants to go up top on first down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. Here's the handoff. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. With the clock running, this should be the final play. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. Takes it the other way. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff.